fuckers. Hello, 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 hello. It's the Chesterfield. The Chesterfield is here. Hello, fuckeroonies. Hello, fuckeroonies. The Chesterfield is in the house. The Chesterfield is in the house. In the house. And I'm broadcasting live to the audience. Discount. Hello, Sukahorn. Sukahorn, I just sent you the link. Suckus Hornus, he's on the show. He's going to be on here soon. Sukahorn. Hey. Hey, guys. It's all good morning. It's actually nighttime in Oz where we're from, but that's okay, man. It's all good. We're here. We're here to entertain. We're here. We are here. We're here to entertain. We're here for your enjoyment and luxury. We're here. We're here. We're putting on the show for you guys. We want the audience to have some fun. The Sukahorn's here. Come on, guys. Let's just check the super chats. Is super chats working? Let's check. Who can be the first today to put in a super Hello, the Sukahorn's here. Hello, John. How are you?
Yeah, my dear mate. Arch, how are you? How's your day been, my friend?
Hey, John. I've been making a few vids.
Good, good, very good.
I found out. Okay, listen to this. I've been looking around everywhere. What is the Australian unemployment rate?
Yes, you were asking that today. Yes.
And it hasn't been in the press. You know why it's not in the press, John?
Oh, big, is it? Big figures?
Okay, so I've been looking around everywhere. Eventually, I found a figure from, this is a figure from Roy Morgan. You know, the pollsters. Roy Morgan.
I actually met him once. Yeah, he's a Melbourne bloke, isn't he, Morgan Polls?
I think so. Anyhow, he's got I'm putting a video up, but he says the coronavirus has hit the Australian economy hard in mid-March.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think the unemployment rate is?
As a percentage or in millions?
Both.
Oh,
Both.
25%, 3 million?
Okay. Very close. You're actually very close, John. So firstly, there's two figures. There's an unemployment rate and there's an underemployment rate. Because the underemployment rate, if you're working 1 hour a week, you're technically not unemployed. You're underemployed.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a few little things like that. But the unemployment rate as such is 16.8.
Right.
The unemployment and underemployment rate combined, because that's what you probably should do if you're going to work this out.
Certainly. Can't count an hour a week as work, can you?
No, it's not going to feed a family, is it?
No.
Okay, here we go. 27.4%.
Jeepers. And how many million people?
Okay, that's a very good question. 3.92 million.
4 million people.
Now, just to put that in perspective, right? To put that into perspective, in the Great Depression, it actually hit us worse than America. I don't know if you know that.
No.
Because we were primarily a producer within the British Empire.
Yes, correct.
So we were hurt really badly, right? Because of trade.
Yes, mate.
Our unemployment in 1932 hit the peak of 32%.
Jeepers creepers.
And
that's when people were walking the streets, with bare feet in those times, Paul.
yeah, and don't forget too, that unemployment rate, that didn't include the women, because the women, they were supposed to be home with the kids. So, you know what I'm saying? So, look, I think realistically, John, I got to be totally honest with you. No super chats. Guys, rattle the can. I got to be honest with you, John. 4 million unemployed. 5 Fuck, John. Fuck.
What's happened, mate? What's happened?
Fuck. 4 million unemployed. Fuck. That's
Yeah.
not good for the economy, sunshine. You don't need to be an Oxley High Ducks maths student to work that one out, okay?
Who was the actually Ducks math student? You?
No.
Oh, right.
No. I left. I was lazy. But now what I'm trying to say is 4 million unemployed. Fuck. That's... Now the only thing is, to put it in perspective, once people go back, it's not like these jobs are dead and gone. They're in hibernation. So as long as they can reboot the economy after this, things will come good. But I do think many businesses, like if you've closed your doors and you're teetering on, you may not open. Does that make sense to you? You may not be coming back.
Look, NATO just, another sound follower of your channel, moderator. NATO just said, Archie, tell me we will make it.
We will make it.
What?
We will make it. Of course we'll
make it.
Yeah,
good on you. We'll get through it.
We'll
get through it. We'll get through it.
But I will tell you another thing.
On that note, the consequences of that, did you see how many, people lost their fight against the coronavirus today in the US of A?
Tell me, John, give me the figures, give me the stats, please.
This one was 2,000 people today.
Fuck.
Jesus, it makes you, Jesus, like, very sad, like the Yanks are holding up, holding themselves up. They're putting on a strong face at the moment, but that's just...
How's this? Nurse wrongly, listen to this, is how bad it is. Nurse wrongly reported for flouting COVID-19 rules by stupid neighbour. A nurse has shared the contents of a note from her neighbour who reported her for leaving home, not realising she's an essential worker. A British nurse, okay, British, could only be England, has shared the note she received from a neighbour who claimed to have reported her for leaving her home every day despite the country being in lockdown. Sam Harms is one of the UK's frontline health workers, but an angry neighbour thought she was flouting social distancing laws, reporting her for the move and then leaving an angry note that blasted her as selfish. After finding the note on her car, Sam took to Facebook to respond, receiving an overpouring support. I work for the NHS! Yeah, it said, to the selfish person, I've been watching you travel every day in your car. You are not in uniform, so this is clearly unessential travel. You are part of the problem. Stay at home and protect our country and the NHS. You have been reported. Jesus Christ, don't you love that, hey?
Nice. Super chat, Arch. Super chat.
Super chat. Thank God there's a super chat. It's been pretty fucking grim.
My dear
Pedro,
mate.
Ty, Pete, Sukahorn! Sukahorn.
Good on you,
Jono, I wanted to have a talk to you there. I got to be honest with you. I want to talk to you about, just with times being so bad and that, I've gone back to a few girlfriends just to make sure they're okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's some nasty bitches out there.
Oh, speaking of ex-girlfriends, Paul.
Yeah.
Look, is it okay if I do a bit of a promo for another channel tonight? My two Bart, he's up there putting in his bit of contribution tonight. He's got lockdown tunes on tonight, and I've got a link there. Is it okay to post the link, Paul?
Yeah, whack her up, whack her up, whack her up.
There we are, guys. You should be able to see that. If you just, you don't have to switch off Archie's screen, or nor you, Arch, but have a look at what's going at the moment.
That's okay. Go have a look.
Click onto that link, will you, mate?
Now, I got to tell you, Jono, seriously.
Have a look. Tell me what you think of the
Andrew, $2. Aussie, 15.5k, good price for a 2016 GMT 2 black box and papers. No, it's not. I can tell you, Andrew, I know of that's a ceramic black. I know of a one that went to a dealer in Sydney. The dealer offered 10.5. 10.5, and I know a dealer sold one. Another guy I know sold one on eBay in Newcastle for 10.5, but it was no box and papers. He sold it on eBay for 10.5. So 15.5 for a 17 GMT2 black box papers, I think is a bit high. A bit high. No, I wouldn't be paying that much, okay? Sukahorn, so I went back to the Japanese girl. Are you okay? Completely just ghosted. Not a thing. I went back to another Japanese girl. She's got absolutely no money. She was very sad.
Don't worry about the Japs. Have a look what's on my 2 Bart's channel, will you?
What's there?
Click that link. Have a look at it. Oh, please.
It's good?
Oh, is it good? Is it good? Oh, it gets better as the night goes through, fellas. Just a little bit of eye candy for you if you've got nothing to do on a Saturday night, guys. Oh, please. Oh, very nice indeed. It'll go on for about 2 or 3 hours tonight if you've got nothing to do, guys.
And what is that? That's just a live show he does. Oh, lockdown tunes.
Yeah, lockdown tunes. Puts a bit of nice music up and a little bit of eye candy for us all.
I'll have a look.
Oh, have a look at it, will you?
Oh, I see. Wow. Okay, got you.
He does a really good job, my 2 Bart. He really does.
Does he make any money out of YouTube?
No, he's in my philosophy. You know, we both don't monetize. He's not interested in monetization, nor am I. You know what my philosophy is, but I certainly don't decry anyone else, earning a quid on it, because YouTube promotes it.
Absolute ball, $2, grand sale, Franco Cosso. Yes, indeed. Jono, I got to tell you, man, there's some really... We were talking today on the phone, John, so what do you think? If that's the unemployment rate, I'm thinking for April it'll hit 35. Because it's gotten worse. Some people were holding on saying we'll just retain some employees. I think it's gotten worse, John. Sorry, I'm just telling you what I feel. I reckon it's going to hit 35. We're never going to... Look, the funny thing is, so many people still have money, don't they, John? What do you think, John?
Some people have.
But this has come so fast. You know what I mean? It's sort of like the corpse is not even... The heart's still beating. You know what I mean?
You were saying last night that... well, the other night, when we were speaking to Sukahorn, that you've heard of several people wanting to go in and withdraw, $1 million in cash from the bank.
Yes. There's a run on the banks, John.
Oh, well, there may be. Don't worry, Mark. I've got plenty in my safe. I don't believe in putting money in banks personally. I'm a bit of a, not a doomsday prepper, but as far as that's concerned, I'd rather have, pretty rapid access to my cash if I want to. I don't need to zoom down to the street, and press the pin into the ATM, to pull out some fun tickets. No. I'd rather go out, the big hole in the wall, mate. That's what I'd like to do.
George Pell seems to be making an ass of himself.
What's he done
Why
now?
did this happen to me? George Pell has spoken out after being released from jail, asking why he suffered and delivered an Easter message.
Because Pell stuck with pedophiles. Pell stuck with pedophiles all his major career within the Catholic Church. He walked up into a court with Rizdale.
That's right. One of the worst
children. And he walked up there as if Rizdale was a good bloke. What a maggot. Really. Look at so Pell's walked scot-free. So what all these poor people that have been abused, by him, are they all liars, are they?
Well, George Pell's come out and said, I have spent 13 months in jail for a crime I didn't commit. One disappointment after another. I knew God was with me, but I didn't know what he was up to, although I realized he has left all of us free.
Oh, don't get me going, please. Really,
But
don't
with
get.
every blow, it was a consolation to know I could offer it to God for some good purpose, like turning the mass of suffering into spiritual energy.
Oh, bullshit. Lord Phil got framed. Framed my ass. He got framed. Yeah, and plenty of other people's ass.
You know,
Asses.
he should seriously just shut his fucking mouth and go away. You know what I mean?
Oh, he'll go. Yeah. Like, if he rots in hell for eternity, that'd be too good for him, in my opinion. Really. Like the. Oh, don't
And
get me
Pal's
going.
accusers have come out on TV. Pal's accusers have come out, John.
Yes, they did recently. The ABC ran some interviews with people that he's offended. What did those blokes all make it up? Did they? They made it all up, did they? All similar stories. Huh? What?
Exactly.
Who's
Yep.
this? What? Oak Claw bullshit. 30-year-old claimed by some shithead. Oh, mate, please, please. You know, really, really. So there's all these similar people out there who've been similarly offended in similar circumstances, and they've made it all up. Well, all right, we're grown men, we can differ on opinion, and the courts come down on Pal's side, but you go and explain that to the blokes the poor people he's transgressed in life. He will meet his God for sure. He will meet his God. Don't worry. He will meet his God. Karma is a great evener in my book. He will meet his God. Really, not one of my favourites, I can tell you.
Yes, yes. No, that's exactly it,
Let's
Jono.
move on from Pell. We're not going to get anywhere there.
Now, Jono, what's happening in Thailand? They're blaming the Farangs. It's all the Farangs' fault. No mention of the Chinese.
No, got nothing to do with the Chows. Nothing to do with the Chinese. Nothing to do with the Chinese. Not a thing. It's all the Farangs' fault. They've brought it into the country. We can blame the Farangs. Some bloke was walking down the street the other day in Phuket without a face mask on, and he was fined 20,000 baht, 1,000 Australian dollars. No.
What do you
Not bad.
think?
Patrick Sue, Super Chat, $10.
Super Chat, $10. Thank you, Richard Soos, $10. Has to everyone running the motionless marathon. Professional sport is in trouble. My opinion is that paying professional sport is like paying people to have sex. Your opinion, please. I gotta be totally honest with you. For professional sport, they should put it into orchestras. I've often been against paying for any type of sports. I think it's just anti-cultural, and I got to be totally honest with you. They should put that money into the arts, theatre. They should put it into also all the arts and sport. It's about time sport got absolutely nothing. I think that's there's nothing good about sport, John. There's nothing good about sport. It's just a waste of fucking time for buffheads. Buffheads to play with each other.
Oh, I don't know, mate. Sport's a very good thing, in my opinion.
It keeps the masses entertained to stop anarchy. That's the only reason to have sports, John.
Well, that's what the church was there for, instituted for, wasn't it, essentially? That's the establishment of the church was there to create suppression of, suppression of insurrection within society. That's why the church became so powerful. It was backed by monarchies, the old relationship of church and state.
You're 100% right. In Thailand, they have 2,815 total cases, 35 deaths, and just blame it all on the Farangs. Are they testing? I don't think they are testing properly.
You know how much a test is in Thailand for the coronavirus?
How much?
If you're a Farang and you want to set a test for the coronavirus, It'll cost between 8,000 and 14,000 baht, depending on what hospital you go to get a test.
Fucking hell, that's crazy.
So, between 500 and 700 bucks.
That is absolutely crazy, Jono.
You know, as my wife said to me weeks and weeks ago, she said, what average Thai person can afford to do that? She said, they're not going to get tested. They'll just, work through it. They live, they don't, they don't. But, we're talking about 10,000 baht can be, I don't know what, 2-3 months pay for something.
Oh, no, one month.
Oh, not if you're a tuk-tuk driver.
According to Nana Kim, that's nothing for Thai people. That was 500 baht, nothing for Thai people.
Yeah, that's cheap, dude. Yeah, go and work for it in a factory. It's 3 days work in a factory. She hadn't worked in a factory for a long time. She hadn't had a wash in a long time. Look at her, remember?
No, that's exactly it there. It's I gotta tell you, John, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
That was YouTube gold, that, wasn't it?
Ah, you would pay to have her back again. You would pay. It was just such a.
Oh, Nana kid. Anyway, Nana's all closed down, of course. All the entertainment districts are all closed down, so they haven't gone. Not too many of them gone. Far. They're all walking up. Working on the streets now. Approaching cars. Oh, we'll see what happens. Pattaya's in lockdown. Can't walk on the streets in Pattaya anymore.
Wow, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh, crazy world we're living in at the moment.
Tell me this: where would you rather be in Thailand? If you were in Thailand now, where would you be?
Where would I be?
Would you be in Bangkok?
No.
Like in the daytime, you're in lockdown too, are you? You can't just go to the shop, Marbin Kong, or that there, can you?
Oh, you can go out to get food, but that's.
Are restaurants closed?
Takeaway. You can still get takeaway from a lot of restaurants. I think there's a lot of home delivery going on. A lot of home delivery.
So, like, if I wanted to go Central Food Loft, that's where we went. That would be closed.
Yeah, you wouldn't get in there. No, don't think you'd get in there. No. Yeah.
I told you, 54 tried to hit me up the other day.
47. Oh, 54. I'm thinking 47. That's when we first met her.
Yeah, you've gotten a bit old now. I just hosed it down and said I was really short, and if you could lend me a little bit. Didn't ring back. That was the end of that.
Yeah, righto. You can understand
She said
that.
she had to urgently talk to me, so I just asked her for money, and that soon ended that.
You got to give it to her, though. She still keeps on trying.
Yeah.
Actually, I found her a very nice lady. She's a very elegant woman.
She is. Look, I mean, tell me this, John. Tell me this seriously. If I had a bit more money and I was, I wanted to settle down, would she make a good wife? Would she be a pain in the ass?
Oh, you looked at her hands. She had the long fingernails, mate. I don't think she'd get her hands dirty too often. I don't think she's sort of, a woman to, go and jump out in the veggie patch and,
Lake Absolute Ball, $2. Lake Palmer is legendary. Thank you, Lake Palmer. I mean, I think the problem is, John, you'd marry her and you'd have an argument every time you needed service, wouldn't you?
You go. Remember you gave her a ring or something, which she complained it wasn't big enough or something.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's. Look, seriously, you could, with that sort of woman there, I tell you honestly, I think, why would you go there? Seriously, you'd get a much younger, much better model, wouldn't you really? Don't you think? You could do a lot better than that, couldn't you?
Well, on the outside, she looks extremely impressive as far as, the watches she wears, and she had a very nice handbag, which she had a Hermes handbag that night she went out with us, wasn't it?
Prada.
Right. Righto, she had a very nice handbag on her.
Yeah, but she owes. Do you understand how much money she owes? She's several million baht in debt. Do you want like I'm talking like 6 to 10 million baht?
Oh, how could you be that way?
No, but I'm just
Oh,
telling you. Would you? That's kind of. Do you understand or not?
oh well,
You
that's
understand that or not? 6 to 10 million. How?
650. That's 300 grand down the tube.
Yeah, and she was a bit of a snob. Okay, she was a bit pretentious and.
Yeah, like she didn't
Service
go to the
delivery
ice
would
for
be a
mine.
problem. Service delivery would be a problem. You know what I mean? She's not in the mood. It's sore. Fucking hell. What the fuck would you do that for? The Hungarian guy's moved on. I told you that.
Yeah, the new boyfriend, he's moved on.
Yeah, like she came back to me and said, "Leave me alone. I'm marrying a Hungarian." And I said, "If you think I'm stingy, marry someone from the Eastern Bloc, hey?"
Yeah. And where'd she meet him? Where'd she meet him? Yeah? Where'd she
No
meet?
fucking idea. Look, John, I really don't care. You know this. You
Oh,
understand? I
mm,
really do not fucking care. Honestly, I I have absolutely no desire. Um, I thought she was going to be my meal ticket. You know this?
oh, well, that was on first impressions. What do you expect? Like she picked you up at the airport in this nice car, and oh, you're hungry? Yes. Well, off to the circuitite for dinner. Or off to some
Okay, let
place.
me tell you what she said. She said to me, "Sorry, my mistake. I will going to marry. Thank you for all. Don't send any message to me anymore. Good luck." That was on the 11th of January.
Yeah, and then she's got in contact last week or something. Oh, they're good. They're good. Uh,
She sent me a Valentine's message.
uh,
She sent me her. I said, "Hey, are you married now?" She says, "Ha ha, no." She had lobster for her birthday. I said, "Looks expensive." This is what I said. She sent me a picture. I'll show you what she
yeah,
sent me a picture of, John. I'll bring this up on the screen for you to have a look.
let's
That's
have a
what
look.
she had. That's what she had for her birthday.
And where she grabbed that from?
No, she went out with Martha. With Martha.
Oh, Martha. She was the devil in the piece, old Martha, wasn't she?
And that was the dessert. Some sort. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, that's some other fucking entree with it. That's the entree. You can see it's that a la cuisine, right? And then she says, I said, "Looks expensive." This is what I said to her, Jono. This is what I said. I said, "Looks expensive. I can't afford that. In Bangkok, looks very dear." She says, "My son pay." I said, she got that in Bangkok. That's that little guy who would, he didn't want anyone dating his mother. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
He had the look of death in his face. Remember that guy? That little guy. he had the look of death. And she.
When I was in Bangkok last time, and I caught up with you, I went out to Chinatown a couple of nights and bought a couple of greys and, brought them back to the hotel. And, it was like it was cheaper jumping a taxi, zoom down to Chinatown, grab a
She said,
large crow.
"Bad situation, business very slow. I'm serious." That's what she said. And I just said, I said, "Whatever happened to your new boyfriend from Europe? I thought you were getting married again."
No answer.
No, that's it. Gone, thank God.
No answer. No answer.
Yeah, no. It's, I got to tell you the truth, John. But the thing I like about ties is you can have a blue with a tie, right? Come back and say, "Look, I'm sorry, how you going?" And they'll still talk to you. The Japanese, oh, fuck! They are nasty. They give you the silent treatment. Japanese give you the fucking, oh, fuck. When they're pissed off at you, you can't read their emotions, and then suddenly they want nothing to do with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know what the Japanese are thinking. Never know.
You never ever. They're fucking. They're very.
So
That's
what
the thing
about
I
that?
like about Thais. Thais at least can talk to you. I like to talk, you know. Say hello. Just say hello.
The Thais are a little bit more discreet with their emotions down the track because they realise there still might be a possibility, there of pulling out that few extra baht out of your pocket.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they're not going to cut their nose off, despite their face when there's a possibility, they could screw you a little bit more for, an extra donation or something like that, or but we're not in their situation. It's a totally different circumstance, isn't it? Like it's a lot tougher lifestyle in Thailand than what it is here. A lot tougher. Yes, VM. Japanese women are very sexual. Once they're behind closed doors, they don't want to hold their hand or anything walking down the street. That won't happen. They
No,
won't grab you.
that's very. They're very picky like that. I don't understand that.
Oh, God. I remember I met this Japanese shearer on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Went after the night out on a bit of a drink. It was back to my hotel room in the early hours of Saturday morning, about
Yeah.
2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Didn't get out of bed until a Sunday afternoon, and we checked out of the hotel and we went back to her house. And we continued to about midnight again. I'm all sleeping there, sound asleep. 4 o'clock in the morning, the alarm goes off. Ding, 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 ding. What the Christ's going on here? She just hands a piece of paper in my hand and 10,000 yen. She said, leave here at 3 o'clock and give that to a taxi driver at the end of the street. So we went from, she was living in Minato-ku at the moment, was in the taxi for about a half an hour, drove off to where she was working in the Ginza, stood out the front of her work in the Ginza, and sure as life, 4 o'clock, she walks out the door exactly on the dot, 4 o'clock, walks down the stairs, walks right past me as though I wasn't even there, didn't even look sideways. I thought, what happened there? And she's walked down the street and round the corner, and I'm just standing on the spot saying, what's happened? And then she's poked her head around the corner and called me on, and I walked down the corner. She's thrown the arms around me and then kissed me. And I said, what do you do that? She said, I couldn't be seen, with a gaijin out the front of my work. Couldn't be seen with a gaijin.
No, fair enough. JY, 100 yen. Thank you, Jay. Thank you very much there. That's $1. Thank you. Jono, I got to tell you seriously, I do love, I think in Japan it's going to go crazy, this corona, because they haven't got lockdown and they've got an aging population. They're really concerned about the economy. They've got no social welfare. It'll be a fucking riot. Absolute riot. It'll make New York seem like a picnic.
Oh, have a look at this piece of filth on my 2 Bart's channel now, bouncing around on the beach. Have a look at that. Oh, please, nurse. Have a look at it. Can you see? Oh, please, mate.
Yeah, no, that's cool, Jono. That's cool.
Oh,
What else is going on, Jono? I know where you're going after this. What else is happening, Jono? Talk to me.
still got the little bloke in the corner with Jess. Still got him in the corner.
Good.
Hasn't moved too much today.
What do you think's happening? Why are they blaming the Forangs for bringing this in?
There is a deep-seated resentment of Thais, towards the Farang. They might not say it publicly, but amongst themselves, there is a resentment because every Farang they see, they are under the impression, well, because you're here in Thailand, you must be a millionaire. They don't realise that the average bloke works 48 weeks of the year. He saves his money and he gets his airfare together and he has his budget to to live in Thailand for 2, 3, 4 weeks or something. And because we earn maybe 10 times the amount they do, they think we're all millionaires. Well, that's not the case. You might go over there and feel like a millionaire for a couple of weeks, but you've got to come back to reality, don't you? You know, like
You do, John. Well, particularly with the prices you've mentioned to me lately, you definitely need to be a millionaire. The prices are very, very nasty. Very nasty.
yes, well, there's 7,000 baht, you know, for a short time, you know, with a woman is a lot of money in any country, you know, let alone Thailand. You know. Yeah, he's been pressing the
Yes.
button. He's been pressing the buttons, that bloke. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
he's been a bit of some of these people here. They just need to have a little bit of a touch up. I think there's another one I just put in there. They're just pushing it just for the sake of it. You know, they just
You wake up in a dirty mood, you know, and you're on live or something like. You just delete a few just to get rid of a bit of frustration. No, I don't like the look of their comment, and I don't like the sound of that. I just delete them. No, they'll be back. You know.
yeah. No, that's exactly it. Jono, what else is new? Give me some goss. Any goss? Any other goss?
One thing I've noticed, you know, since all this coronavirus and everyone's sort of in lockdown, you know, a lot of people are putting out, you know, content left, right, and centre. A lot of content going up there on many channels. A lot of live shows are appearing. You know, a lot of live shows, but many seem to be going a little bit stir crazy. You know, and the trolls are coming out of the woodwork and releasing a little bit of frustration and, you know, wanting to try and even up on a few. I'd imagine, but.
I'm just going to have a look now, John. I'm just going to look at a ticket to Bangkok. When would we go? Let's just pretend, hypothetically. Say we went in, what do you reckon, August?
Yeah, try that. Look, what's that? No,
okay. Let's make it, we leave on a Thursday, and the 6th of August, and we come back on the 13th. This is Brisbane to Bangkok return. This is in August. Let's have a look at the prices.
No flights.
Let's go shopping. Let's have a look. I might share that as a screen. Let's bring that up as I'll bring it up as a share screen. I'll bring it up. Here we go. Webjet travel. Actually, John, look at this. It's not that bad. Look.
How much?
Well, this is one way. These airlines here, Jetstar, $400. Qantas, $400.
Yeah.
That's quite cheap tickets, aren't they?
Yeah, for one way. Yeah, but that's
look at
cheap.
Thai's fucking dear. Look at Thai. Look, this is why Thai's got no business.
How much?
$583. $583 one way. One way from Brisbane. $583. See that's a. See you could. They wonder why. There's a cheap Royal Brunei. $309. Fuck, that's cheap. $309 one way. That's $620 return.
A friend of mine booked a ticket to go to Thailand, departing. What is it? April the 14th. She bought the ticket in December, and obviously there's no trips to Thailand leaving Australia at the moment.
Yeah.
She's going to stay over there 6 weeks. You know, she applied to Thai International.
Yeah.
To Thai International for a refund. And they said no refunds. We'll give you a credit. Give you a credit, and you can book in the future sometime. But you've got to book the ticket within 18 months.
Okay.
So her money's held up in limbo. You know,
how did she pay for it? By credit card?
I'm not exactly sure. I presume she would have paid by credit card, yes.
Okay, because you just go back to the credit card company and say charge back.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, John, just tell her. Ring up the credit card company. Even if she's used a debit card, right? Often they're tied to MasterCard or Visa. Just ring up and say, this ticket, I'm not able to go because of Corona. I would like my money back, thank you.
Well,
very simple. No, very fucking simple. Very fucking. Because I just had a ticket to Sydney, John, with Jetstar. Okay.
Yes, mate. Yes.
This was actually for the missus, right?
Yes.
She had a course in April, right?
Yes.
And it was cancelled. Well, there's no flights, of course, you know. And Jetstar says, okay, we'll give you a credit. Now, I paid by PayPal.
Yes.
So I've gone into
Oh,
PayPal and said, a dispute, I want my money back. I don't want your shitty travel credit. I want my money back, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, but that's the that's one of the advantages of paying by PayPal, isn't it? Mind you, I've got some money
Well,
in PayPal.
I tell you now, someone said here, look, if you pay, yeah, most airlines are forcing credits on customers. They have no income and can't, well, you just go back to the bank. Your credit card company, how did you pay for it? Just tell them, I don't want your shitty credit. I can use my credit card in future. I don't want a fucking credit. If you take a credit, there's conditions like your flight has to be more or the same price, otherwise you lose any difference. There's a whole... And how do I know Shitstar's going to be in business? How do I know Shitstar is still going to be there? You tell me. Virgin is gone. You know this, don't you? Virgin will be gone.
They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah. They're gone, John.
So as a consequence, you know, we won't have any competitive domestic flights within Australia. You know, Qantas will put up their fees 20, 30, 40%. It'll be more expensive to fly.
You can't expect the government to bail out every business that's not doing well. If you had the shop, does the government come and, oh, Johnny's Thai handicraft business isn't doing so well. Let's go and see what we can do. Let's go to the main squeeze. They'll tell you to get fucked. You sort it out, sunshine. Capitalism. We're not. This is capitalism. Okay. This is capitalism. I'll tell you exactly what I said to PayPal. They'll tell you. I'm just telling you what I've actually said to them. This is service not supplied. I said, please refund immediately. I do not want your stupid travel voucher. I want a full PayPal refund immediately. You may go broke and I want my money. I do not want your lousy travel credit or voucher. Please refund immediately.
Fair enough. It's your fun tickets.
Okay.
They're not providing the service. Your fun tickets.
Yeah, I want my fucking money back. I want my fucking money back. And has Shitstar come back to me? They haven't responded. I'll win this by default. Go fuck yourself. You know what? You go fuck yourself. You lousy cunts. When I fucking wanted your help, you told me to stick it. So now that you're in trouble, go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself.
Oh, okay, mate.
You tell me, Jono. They can get fucked. You can stick your fucking travel credit up your asshole.
That might be a perfect note to finish tonight, mate. Going and tell it all to go. Yes.
Okay, Jono, let's wind her up. 30 minutes is up. I love you, Jono.
I love you.
Look, we try and do a show every night. If I don't, sometimes I haven't been in the mood and I don't do them. Jono's not in the mood, so that same thing. But hey guys, I only did a short show today too. I just wasn't in the mood, just wasn't pumping as cool as I should.
Oh, you're doing it every day, mate. It's quite demanding.
I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of pressure in Australia. The R&T places are closed. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of built up animosity. Oh my God, there's going to be a lot of pressure in the home environment. Domestic violence will soar, John.
See you, Nato. See you, mate. Thanks for coming along, gentlemen. Much appreciated.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Jono.
Good night, mate. Good night.
There we go.